learn about condition checking using Python. So we'll look into the if-else structures and the if-elif-else structures. So I've taken this sample question, calculate the average score of a student in 3 subjects. If the score is 50 or more, tell them that they have passed the examination. And if the score is below 50, tell them that they have failed the exam and need to retake. And the score range we are going to assume is going to be between 0 to 100. So let's break down this question into parts so that we can convert it to code. So first one is you're going to get 3 subjects, right? So you're going to get the scores in 3 subjects. So we will need this as an input from the user. All right. And once we have the 3 scores, we are going to calculate the average. So how do we calculate average? The formula is going to be, I'm going to call it as score 1 plus score 2 plus score 3. And then we are going to find the average by dividing this by 3. Then the next step is, now what we have done so far is this first line. So we have now calculated the average of the student's score in 3 subjects. Then this part is where the condition checking starts. So we're going to check if the score is 50 or more. So there, check if average. So this is going to be the average score. Okay, check if average is more than or equal to 50. Then this can have 2 outcomes. So it can be either a yes or it can be a no. So if it's more than or equal to 50, what we need to do is we have to tell them that they've passed the examination. So we can just say print passed the exams. And if it's no, if the outcome is no, then we have to say print failed the exams. You need to retake. So this is how we can break down this question. Okay, based on the question that's given, these are the steps that we are going to work on. So now let's start putting this into code. So the first thing that we need to do is to get input from the user. So we know that input is going to be, we're going to store it in 3 variables, S1, S2, and S3. So I will put S1 equal to input, enter scores. Or we can just ask enter score 1 since we're going to do it 3 times. For now, I'm not using loops, but you can also use loops since you're going to get 3 values. But for now, I'm going to take it as individual input statements. Score 2 and okay. So with this, we'll get 3 inputs from the user. Once we get the 3 inputs, we want to do the second step, which is to calculate the average. So I'm going to call that as average for the variable, which is going to store the average value. So we already have the formula S1 plus S2 plus S3 divided by 3. So we have to note here that input statement usually the data type of the variable becomes a string. So since we are only going to be working with integers or floats here, you can directly convert it so that whatever input the user is giving will be converted to a float value and used. So you could also use int if you're looking for whole number scores, but if you think that the scores might be something like 85.5, then you might want to use float. So once we have the average, Let's first test out the code so far. Let's print out the average and check whether our code is working.